being a part of it last year was good. But like you're saying, like we've all, like in our room, it's like our defense, right? So it's everybody's all involved, all hands on deck. So you didn't feel left out of it last year. But to say that there's not a different feel about it this year, I'd be lying to you, right? But it's great to be out there with the staff, with the guys.
What has the experience been like? Obviously, in an off-field role last year, and you bear witness to all this, and obviously now you get to be back on field. But just how much has the last year kind of been an education or a help as far as getting back on the field? So
Yeah, no, I say it's been great. I learned a ton from Coach Kelly while he was here. Right, that's the room that I spent most of my time with. He's a veteran coach that's done it at a high level for a very long time. So it was great to sit back, evaluate things that I think he's done well, things that I do well, and try to mesh them together. You know, I think the great thing about being a coach is that you're always learning, right? Always adapting, always trying to become better at your craft. And so last year I got a chance to do that.
How exciting was last year? I mean, year one of this system, and you guys took to it pretty well, had success. Now back in a second year, how exciting and how valuable is that to have a second year in the
Yeah,
state?
I was about to say last year I think the guys, you know how it is. Coach Durkin, he does a great job, I think, of letting our guys know that this defense is going to be great, right? Like let them know that hey, we're going to play elite defense. And some of the guys, like they hear it and the buy-ins there, but they don't really know until they see the production on the field, right? Now they're like, oh shoot, like this dude, like this is serious, right? So the buy-in now is even easier to sell because they can look back and see the product that they did themselves, right? Guys that played at a higher level than they've ever had in their career. And so I think that, you know, the guys are bought in. Now, like you're saying, it's year two, taking even greater strides now.
Talk to me about your relationship with him, with Durkin. I mean, he obviously sees something in you, and you see something in him. What do you like about him?
I love how detailed he is, how passionate he is. He is the best defensive mind that I've had the opportunity to work with, and that's not a slight at anybody. Like I've honestly worked with some of the best minds defensively, I think, in college football. Like I've been fortunate in my career to be around some great coaches, but his energy, his passion, his detail, the buy-in from not just the players but the whole staff. He makes us all have such cohesion together and work together as a unit. That you can't help but be drawn to that, right? You have an opportunity to go other places as coaches, you know how it is, but it's like, no, you want to hitch your wagon to people that you believe in, people that you are like-minded, and so that's what we've done. And so the relationship's been great.
What do you think he likes about you?
I think that I'm as passionate as he is about ball, all right? I think that he sees that. He sees that I try to be extremely detailed in the DB position room and pass his message along. You know, and we both coach with extreme passion, extreme enthusiasm, and we tell our guys whenever they're doing a great job, and they feel it from us, right? So they feel it every single day what the expectation is.
Let's talk a little about the room that you're now in charge of. I mean, that's a really interesting dynamic room in terms of you got some younger guys that have played, true freshmen, you bring in a veteran. You like the mix that you have in this room?
I say I do. As a coach, all right, I try to tell everybody, like, I'm a really good coach, but the truth is, right, I've been fortunate to be around great players. Here's no different, right? We got a room that's full of talent, and so it's exciting, it's good. And not only are they talented players, they're guys that are smart, and they want to figure out how they can get better, right? They're guys that they live up here extra, which is awesome to be a part of, right? The culture that Coach Freeze has created here is a welcoming culture, right? So our players are always in the building, which is a breath of fresh air, all right, honestly. And so it's a good group that wants to get better, and I think that they have potential to be really good.
Yeah, talk a little about Caleb especially. I mean, coming off that freshman year, he steps in there and plays like an older guy for a lot of the season. What's it like heading for him into year two?
Yeah, I think that he had, like you said, a good first year, right? He's one of those guys that's hard on himself, so he's going to say that he left a lot of plays on the field, and he's trying to figure out ways to get better. It's our job as coaches to keep elevating, keep pushing him, and I think we're doing that, but I think that room that he's in, with the talent that's accrued in that room, is doing that also, right? So he sees every single day, like, I need to bring it because everybody else in this room is bringing it. And so I think he's only continued to get better along with the other guys in the room.
And the freshman group you bring in, a pretty talented group. Those guys are going to push the folks, aren't they?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Those guys they're as advertised, right? I think that they'll come in, and the best part about them is that they want to be coached. They realize that they're deficient in some areas. They need to get better at some things. They're trying to learn the defense, and so that's what you love about them. They're not just the talented dudes that go out there and like, I got it all figured out. They're ones that want to be coached as well.
I know Durkin, versatility is an important part of things for him. You got some guys that can play a lot of different roles. How beneficial is that when you're able to move guys around and play them in different spots without having subs?
Oh yeah, I think that is that's a huge piece of our defense, right? That's why whenever we go out on the recruiting trail, we tell our guys like we're not recruiting free safety, we're not recruiting a cover corner, we're not recruiting a star. We're recruiting DBs, right? Guys that have position flexibility. We get in a pinch, God forbid we have injuries or something. We always feel good about the 5 guys that we have on the field. And so having good players that are smart allows you to do that.
Good guys.